TFNN.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one, and let's send a lot of white light, a lot of prayers up to Boston. And they're locked down up there, folks, so hopefully this thing will get over ASAP so people can, we can get on. That's the real bottom line. It's pretty intense being locked down. Actually, one of our man Mazel, he was locked down doing the program up there today. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. You are responsible for your own happiness. Happiness never comes from outside of you. If you put happiness in someone else's hands, they can always take it away. Happiness can only come from inside you as a result of your love. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 10, Nasdaq up 39, S&P's up 15, gold contract up $8.30, trading at $1,480. Silver down 11 pennies at $23.13. Platinum up $3 at $1,426 an ounce. Copper down 5 pennies at $3.15 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $87.89 a barrel. Bonds down 10 ticks at 148.04. King dollar up $1.74 at 82.85. Euro 13055, and the yen is up $1.39, and it wants to launch this dollar. It's at 99.56. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Well, I know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? This is what you have. 61-point A to B structure on the way down. You're doing the B to C right now. You know, we are at 1554. It'll be interesting to see, you know, if, in fact, this can even get another 10 points. In the structure, it should be able to get 10 points. Bottom line, it's an ABC structure on the way down. We take the look at the Dow Industrials. What you have in the Dow Industrials, Dow gets into a price point today of 14,444. Oh, that's pretty cool, that low. That's 4 fours. Rejects that low. Does close at 14,547. Now watch this, folks. This is really cool because you talk about there's not divergence here. It's harmony. But watch what the harmony is today, because this is hard to do, but it happens, and this is what it is. So the Dow Industrials gets to a low with an expansion of volume. Now, it rejects that low, okay, but watch what we're going to talk about here. It gets to, and that was 100% moving the way down, so it gets to a low. A low has more volume, rejects that, but that's what it should have done because that's 100% move. Now you'll get a bounce. Bounce will be on lighter volume, but now watch this. You go over to the NASDAQ. What does the NASDAQ do? Well, the NASDAQ, folks, was up all day. The NASDAQ goes up with lighter volume. So the NASDAQ, the B to C has already started. The NASDAQ, we did 1.7 versus 1.9. And it's really cool when this happens. The reason being is that your probability goes up dramatically because it's very hard that one indice goes to a low, has an expansion with volume. The other one goes up, has lighter volume. Pretty cool. Now, let's go over to the gold contract. Gold out here, we had out here, gold spikes higher this morning, and that's all it is, a dead cat bounce, folks. Because this is going to be intense. You know, this low that's out in gold right now, you know, is pretty intense, meaning 1321. You did 183,000 contracts today. Well, that 183,000, folks, is going against 500 and 700, okay? It's insane. So the real question is going to be, has this just set up another ABC structure on the way down? And more than likely, it has. That's the way it seems to be set up right now. And it could very well just be a gap away, too. You know, the GLD, that gapped away in an extraordinary way. And it's most times, folks, you just don't get one gap away. Bond market. We go over to the bonds. We take a look at bonds, what we have with bonds. Bonds are refusing lower price, folks. We're at 148.04, building cause to get into 151. Big numbers. Big numbers. We go over to the dollar index. We take a look at the dollar. What you have with the dollar is this. Dollar's the same way. Absolutely refused lower price. Huge spike down, too. I mean, when we're talking last Tuesday, that baby got down, you know, still had lighter volume, but bottom line, get down there, guess what? It was all of, it actually was only, let's see, we closed at 5. It was only approximately 17 hours that it not only got higher, it got dramatically higher. Now what you have is this. The dollar index is at 82.86. She's going to make the run for 83.52. And the real key is going to be, is it ABC structure on the way up? The correlation, how this has retraced, is minimal, folks, okay? I mean minimal in a huge way. The first leg up, the A to B leg was a beauty. We go from a price point of, let's see, 79. We go from 79 up to 83.50. So you get $4.50. We come back. The amazing part is that we come back and literally just hit the 0.382. Touched it and see ya. Don't want to be ya. Goes accelerated up again. Bottom line, wants higher price. Now, inside the market today, we had plenty of earnings coming out. What have we been looking at? Well, we know Big Blue, right? Big Blue is screaming and wants to go to 183. Bottom line, 183, folks, is way off the table now, and this is why. Down $17 today. Now, I'll show you where I get the 183 first. And first off, the reason that you want to watch Big Blue is that on the way up, meaning, last couple of years, Big Blue operated correctly, okay? Then what it does, when I say operated correctly, had price, had volume, movement was real. Then, and always at some point, folks, it's going to change. It has to. You can't go to higher highs with volume all the time or lower lows with volume. It just doesn't happen. The cycle start over again. Well, what happened with Big Blue is she got over her highs. She's been up at those highs for approximately over a year. A sideways move over a year. And then she come barreling down. I mean, forget it, okay? So, your first place down was at 190, 189 to be exact. So, and this is why you always wait to see how they come into it. Well, Big Blue came barreling into that with like the whole world's getting out of Big Blue. So what does that mean? Now you get volume off the top. What's volume off the top? Well, what you have on Big Blue, this is what you have. Big Blue has just destructed in a huge way. Big Blue is at $1.90, and she's going to be making her way down to $1.28. Yeah, intense. Because she just took out, Big Blue in 6.5 hours just took out all the profits from January of 2012. Now, if it was only Big Blue, yeah, I can make, say, okay, maybe the Dow will hold up. Well, guess what? GE, we were talking about all these Dow stocks look the same. GE, same deal. Now, GE's only down 92 cents, but it's not the 92 cents. It's a $20 stock. What it is that it did the exact same thing on a basis of destruction that Big Blue did. The slight difference is that it hasn't broken the trend yet, meaning the trend line. I suspect we'll see that next week. But it fired down to this trend line in an extraordinary manner. It did 107 million shares, okay? You're talking about big numbers, folks. Now, let's go to Google. Google went the other way. Google up big today, $33. Didn't get as much price movement as it actually should have. This is why. When you come off the, good spike, no two ways about that. It should have been able to make it to $814. It made 803. So we'll see how it comes gets into that level. Had the volume though, no doubt. But bottom line is that my take is that it should be able to get just up to the spike. Now inside the NDX today, VRTX, it was Vertex Pharmaceutical that was all the juice inside the NDX. Vertex Pharmaceutical, they got a positive test in a cystic fibrosis drug. It was up $32, and that was putting the juice inside the NDX 100. When you actually look at the what was in there, Gilead was in there, and Google was in there too. Taking it out was Dell, Cognizant Technology, NetApps, and Intuitive Surgical. Bottom line is that all these markets, folks, heading downtown, and that's where they want to go. And you're going to see ABC structures, the B2C getting built up in an extraordinary way. Some of the large caps out here, Caterpillar was flat out here today. Oh, McDonald's, Big Mac. Big Mac came back $1.95. Not that that's a lot, but guess what? volume off the top, too. We're getting volume off the top, folks, all over the place out here. And volume off the top, folks, means much larger corrections. You stay right there, folks, because we got a Friday. Our man, Mr. David White's going to be coming right up. And don't forget, folks, if you do happen to be up in the Boston area, the New England area, Dalmont and myself, we're going to be doing a workshop May 11th, sponsored by Nadex, 8:30 to 12:30. It's free. Jump on the website, sign up. We're going to be right back.